Hey, what's up guys? So in this video I'm going to show you how you can create 4 different type of heart shapes inside Affinity Designer pretty easily. Now I already know that there is a pre-built heart shape tool inside Affinity Designer here, but I'm not going to use this one for this purpose because I want to have more control over these shapes and how they look. And let's just first let me show you why I'm not going to use this heart shape tool and the problems that in my opinion, that it has. So I have selected this heart shape tool here, and I can just drag here and start creating different width or thickness to it, and it has this specific shape to it. Even if I press the shift key, it has this weird looking kind of like a squished shape. But if we do not press the shift key, I can adjust it to be a somewhat likeness, and then I can drag this point here down to change the depth according to what I like. So yeah, it can be helpful in some cases in somewhat, but what I do not like is how it's looking at this type of area in this location. So that is something that I really don't like. And even if I convert it into curves, it gets these nodes or points at weird places that are slightly difficult to control. So if I use this node tool here, you will see that it has this point here and then this point again here, and it's difficult to control the shape and make it smooth with these type of more points. Although you can start adjusting, but then again it's not going to replicate it on the other side. So this is the main reason I'm not going to use this tool. So let's just focus on these 4 shapes that you see at the top. The first one here is the asymmetrical one, and it is the easiest one to create. The second one is not asymmetrical, it's a symmetrical, but it is more like freehand kind of drawing, not perfect geometric shape. The third one is the perfect geometric looking heart shape, and the fourth one here is more like a bulgy, kind of like a fluffy, you see those pillows, fluffy pillows type of thing, kind of like plum shape. It has some thickness to it. So we are going to create all these 4 types. Let's start by creating the first style, that is the freestyle. So I'm going to use the pen tool. You can always use this pencil tool as well, but I like to use this pen tool because it can help me control the number of points that I get on the shape that I can then later on control. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit, and I'm going to start from the bottom. It does not matter what kind of path you choose, and make sure that at the top you have this pen mode selected. And then I'm just going to create a point here, and then maybe create a point here in this location, and then create another point here, and then simply close it. And then I can adjust these points as I like. By the way, I have these snapping options checked at that, so I'm just going to deselect all of them except this first one, so that I can have this smooth movement of these points. So again, I can just create another point here by simply clicking it, and then adjust my position like that. So you can see that with less number of points, I have more control over the shape of our heart. And then simply all you have to do is to adjust these points, move the handles as you see fit according to your likeness, what kind of thickness you want to get on the different locations. So yeah, this is more like a freestyle heart shape, and I'm going to make it asymmetrical, somewhat like that. Maybe bring this one down, and then let's just finish it like that. So it is kind of like stylistic thing, totally depends upon you how you want to see it. And let's just fill it with the color and then keep it like that. So yeah, kind of like a petal of a flower and this type of thing. So more of a asymmetrical shape. Next we are going to create a symmetrical heart shape, but again having kind of like a freestyle thing. So for that purpose I'm going to drag you can say that guide here from the left side. And by the way, if you cannot drag the guide, it means that these rulers or these lines are not present. So simply pressing Ctrl R, it will give you these ruler lines. And if you use this black arrow tool and drag the line, simply drag it at this position, and as soon as it snaps at the center, you can simply leave it. Or if it does not snap at the center, that's totally fine too, but I just want to make sure that it snaps at the center here. Alright, then I'm going to use this pen tool again and start creating the heart shape from just one side of the heart shape. So make it like that, and then a top point goes here, and then the dip of the heart shape goes at this point. So I can independently adjust this dip area here. Let me just undo it. So use this pen tool again, so I can create the top area here like that, and then create a dip shape here. You can always adjust it later on, and then simply close it like that. We are not going to create the other side. And then I'm just going to simply adjust my dip here and this endpoint to just create something that I like half side. Then I'm going to simply fill it with some color to see how it looks, and it looks pretty good. Then I'm simply going to press Ctrl J to copy it. At the top, choose this option, flip horizontal, and then flip it like that. Now it might not snap perfectly, and in order to see that if it's snapping or not, what you can do here is at the top choose this option, outline view mode, and then zoom in a bit to see that if it's snapping or not. So then I'm going to use this black arrow tool or the move tool, and as soon as it snaps at this point, I'm just going to leave it like that. Let's just zoom in a bit and make sure that it snaps perfectly. Yeah, now it has snapped perfectly at this location. So you have to zoom in a bit to adjust that point. And then I'm going to go move out of this view mode, and then simply this is your heart shape. You can select both of these curve shapes, and at the top simply press this button, add. Now we have this simple shape that is like this one, this simple asymmetrical, and then more of a freehand drawn type of symmetrical shape. Next we have this shape that is the, let me show you this one, that is the geometric shape. So I'm going to just use this rectangle tool and create more like a capsule vertical one. Make sure it does not have too much thickness, not like that. So thickness should be less, maybe somewhat like that, and length you can always adjust. And at the top you can choose the corners to be rounded and make sure that has the maximum value like 50%. And let me just move this one a little bit more down here, and then we are going to rotate this capsule and take a note of the angle here in the rotation rotation field in this transform panel. So I'm just going to simply press the shift key and rotate it to 45 degrees. It does not matter minus 45 or 45. So this one here is currently minus 45. You can do it like that or simply make it like that. That totally depends on you. Just the number 45, that's very important. And then I'm going to use this shape, press Ctrl Shift to press Ctrl J to copy it, and at the top flip it horizontally. Now all I'm concerned is at the top at this dip area. So move it horizontally using the shift key. Press the shift key and then move it horizontally like that. And whatever the dip you like, just think about it. This has more dip and then this has less dip. So depending upon what you like, just release when you are satisfied with that shape like this. So I'm pretty satisfied with this shape here at this much dip. And then I'm going to select both of these, use this move tool, and at the top I have this last option that is called divide. So I'm simply going to press it, and it has divided this whole thing into separate pieces. So this one is a separate piece, this one is a separate piece, the center one is a separate piece, and the same thing goes to these two. So I'm going to select this one and simply press delete. Now the problem here is that we have these separate pieces that we do not want. So all you can do here is select this center one like that, or just select this one, these two, this one and then this one. So I'm going to select this one and use this node tool, and instead of clicking here in this line, I'm going to press the shift key and start dragging on the inside towards this center area. You do not have to go any further, just a little bit like that. And the same thing, then select this one, press the shift key and start dragging like that. Now if you select all of these three shapes in this layers panel and at the top choose this option add, now you have a single perfect geometric looking heart shape. And now it's time to create the last shape, that is this one, more of a bulgy plum shape. So for that purpose I'm going to just zoom in a bit here, and I'm going to use this ellipse tool to create a perfect circle. So that's a perfect circle. Then I'm going to press Ctrl J to copy it and move it horizontally like that, and as soon as it snaps here I'm going to leave it. Now if I zoom in a bit, you can see that they are both, you know, adjacent to each other, but they are not overlapping. So I want them to overlap very slightly. So for that I'm going to use this outline view mode and move this one very slightly, maybe the left arrow key or right arrow key, whatever you want. So just slightly like that. So as soon as it overlaps slightly like that, you can just simply leave it, get out of that view mode, outline view mode, select both of these, press Ctrl G to group them, then simply align it at the center, and then simply right click and ungroup them, because we need a third copy of them as well. So I'm going to select this one or this one, it doesn't matter, press Ctrl J to copy it, and then simply at the top this option, choose this option, align center, so align horizontally center, and then I'm going to move this one down and keep it there until I have some kind of, you can say that, slightly overlapping the two one. So it totally depends upon you how much overlap you want. So I'm just going to leave it like that here, and then all you have to do is to fill this center area, that is, so you can fill it with anything. So I am just going to fill it with this pen tool like that. Click here, click here, click here, and make sure that the lines that you are drawing here are passing through that overlapped area. It is not passing through the open area. So that's very important. Let me just fill it with the color so you can see. Now these things are perfectly filled. Then I'm going to select all of these like that, and then simply at the top choose this option add. Now you see that it does not look like a heart shape, of course, but don't worry, we are going to make it look like that beautiful heart shape. So I'm going to select this curve shape, drag this, and select these 3 points using this node tool, and simply press delete to delete them. And the same thing, I'm going to select these 3 points and simply press delete to delete them. Then I'm going to select this bottom point, this one, and at the top I'm going to convert it into a simple sharp shape like that. So I'm just going to click here and it converts it into sharp shape, but it does not look like that bulgy thing. So don't worry, we are going to make it look like that. Then I'm going to create simple horizontal lines using the pen tool. It does not matter where it is, so I'm just simply going to create a horizontal line and then move it slightly at this location. You can always adjust it, it does not matter. Then I'm going to select this node tool, select that heart shape that we created, and then select this one, this node area, or left or right, it does not matter. And then we are going to drag this down one until it snaps with this horizontal line. So I'm going to drag this down, and if it does not snap, as you can see that it's currently not snapping with this one, we are going past and we do not get that snap. So in order to get that snapping turned on, all you have to do is select these options. So make sure that all of these 4 options are selected, these buttons next to snap. And now if you bring it down, you will be able to see that now it snaps to that horizontal line. So currently I'm getting this curved shape here, and if I'm not satisfied with this curved shape, I can always move this one slightly down, select that shape again, select that node point, and then move this one down again like that. Then I'm going to select this node point and I'm going to move this handle down and make sure that it touches the same line like that. Now I'm getting that plumpy heart shape, and then I'm going to select this bottom point, this one, and move it upward or downward depending upon your likeness of the heart shape that you are getting. So I'm pretty satisfied with this shape, so I'm going to leave it like that here. Select this point and then simply delete it. Actually select that, delete that line. So now we have this beautiful plumpy heart shape as well. So guys, you saw how easy it is to create different type of heart shape inside Affinity Designer. Now if you have found this video to be helpful, make sure that you like the video and all those subscribe and bell buttons and everything that usually are pressed. So hopefully guys, I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.